Hey everybody, Asher here, and welcome to Honkai Star Rail. This video is going to be a quick sort of look at the game. It is very much an RPG, more of a JRPG, and it does have gacha elements to it as well. This is available on mobile. This is from Hoyoverse, the creators of the wildly successful Genshin Impact, so some of this is going to feel like a warm, cozy blanket, but honestly, I've been liking the game so far, and what I want to do a little bit is show off what the game looks like, especially for those of you that may be unfamiliar, because it's very different from Genshin Impact. It is a turn-based combat slash sci-fi story exploration. And like I said, I've been having a good time so far. Hopefully I can show a little bit here. We're not going to be starting from the very beginning. There's a ton of videos out there that'll show you the very start. As I like to do in these previews, we're going to dive in a little bit. So let's go ahead and hit that dive in button now. And you can see we are on a train, and the train is in space, and we are downloading resources, which I was not expecting. So you know what we're going to do? We're just going to skip right to being on the train. Be right back. So this is Honkai Star Rail, and if you're familiar with how I do these quick looks, it's never something... You start off in a lot of different things, and long story short is that we are now on a space train over a planet, and we're going to be visiting that planet in just a second. You'll notice we don't have a constant floating companion around us, kind of like Genshin Impact, which is not like Genshin Impact, but we're just going to go ahead. You know what, let's just dive down here because let's go to the star map here. So how this works, it's a JRPG, so things are actually pretty different here, but let's start by actually going into the world. You think I'd have a plan for what I want to do here, but truth be told... Yep. Truth be told is that it's a very pretty game, and I don't necessarily, know exactly what's going on for sure. This is all new to me. But if we just want to look around, there's lots of people to see, lots of people to talk to. I don't know what you're going to do here. We get a quick fashion brand Suburbia, so that's fun. Now, side characters aren't necessarily voice acted, but a lot of this is voice acted. So if we look here, we can actually buy things. Mythical Tales of this. You know, we're going to buy both books just because we want to support local booksellers. And that seems like things moving out of order, so it's fine. I don't necessarily know what trouble we can get into right now, but I know since some of y'all may be interested in, what does the combat look like? Let's go to somewhere where I know there will be combat. Oh, I'm already, disorganized as hell. This is great. Okay. Let's go here, because I know there's shit here. Game starts you off on a space station. I got very concerned about not being able to backtrack. But you absolutely can backtrack here. Alright, so... how this game works is that you have a lot of different elements that you need to, focus on.
Manners, huh?
Yep. You have a lot of elements that you need to focus on. You're going to be very familiar here with a lot of voice acting because the voice lines are largely the same. But kind of what you want to do is match up with the elements and make sure that you try to work out. Yeah. Try to break people. All right.
Stay right there while I give you a present.
All right.
Gotta try hard sometimes.
And I'm actually going to slow down. I had the combat speed up on. We're going to slow this in a little bit.
Awesome move.
Just because I know some of y'all may want to see some of the production value. Some of it's a little silly. Some of it is a little more interesting here.
Careful, Mr. Svarog.
She has a big old guardian robot because ultimately it's a Chinese game, but it's anime, the game, again.
This song's just let's rock.
Now, fortunately, I am over-leveled here. The last time I came through here, I was not over-leveled, and that was a little bit of a problem. So we're gonna see what we can do wandering around this area a little bit. There's different, obviously, sorts of things to do. We can't jump, unlike Genshin Impact, so that is a potential for concern, and we have somebody that is already he wants to fight us potentially. Okay, let's see what that does. And enemies can ambush you if they get the run up on you, but if you hit them first, it's probably going to be fine.
I don't remember inviting you.
Alright, so now we're gonna get a few ultimate things as well. The really nice thing about ultimates is that you can cast them at any time. So what we're gonna do here is actually hit this
From the stars.
and just
Ready to
cube a
lose
bunch of these
yourself?
all at once. Now there's no way you can
Rock with
undo
it.
this.
My music. Conquer us all.
Also, I have her in my party for no other
Everything
reason
is
than
ordained by
I
the
don't
stars.
have
Oh, profound secrets of the stars.
anybody else for the 4th
Give
slot.
these trailblazers your blessing. I want to protect everyone too. Help me, Mr. Sora.
So how the party works is that we have sort of an AoE damage dealer just because that's just kind of what we have available.
My tempo.
There are skill points down here that sort of add up or subtract depending on what kind of attacks you do. But we have damage dealer, support, support for like defense, buffer, and the main way,
Okay.
as you can see that we're doing damage, is trying to get attacked and then getting off
I hope I
counterattacks. But that's Clara. I did do. Wait, I thought I saw a platform here. I guess maybe it's timed or it doesn't survive. Oh no, it's all. Oh, it's all the way up there. Okay. Is this one too? No. Some of this is just background, and it looks like we have ye old bottomless pit down on the bottom. Alright. Yeah, fortunately we have very convenient platforms to run on. Although I thought for sure I'd have like some treasure or something to get here, but let's see. Okay, so that was going to take us back to where we started. Now we just walk around here. I said none of this is supposed to be super hard. This is the very beginning. This is actually like the first area you can explore in the game. But still, much like Genshin Impact, you want treasures. This is probably a great time to look at the character screen here. Like I said, if you played Genshin Impact, some of this is going to be very familiar. If you notice, each character only really has like one skill, one ultimate, and then some other stuff. Okay, leveling up is not particularly here. Instead of, you have light cones here, which are, I mean, there's not exactly an equivalent in Genshin Impact because there are relics that I haven't unlocked yet. There are little skill trees and everything. And there are sort of blessings if you get more than one of a character, which is very, very common for these sort of things. There is also a gacha in this game. We'll just do one just for funsies. Obviously, there's the new player thing, which is nice because it gives you a 5-star character. I got super lucky on here and got multiple 5-star characters. I actually don't need to finish this. So I'm just going to do regular. And there's also, gacha bait, always like characters that are super powerful. But since this is a single-player JRPG, a lot like there's a few other ones out there that are good, and the names aren't coming to them right now. But since there isn't like a PvP element or anything, this is one of those games that seems to be more you can just win with what you get and just be patient here. So I just kind of saved 10 tickets just for funsies, just to put this on the video and just be like, it's a gacha game. I'll show you that, of course, gacha not for everybody. If you have gambling problems, definitely an issue. And purple's not your high thing, but like many gacha games, it's you get a bunch of junk and maybe one or two things that you can use. I already have him. He's actually one of the characters that you get kind of at the start. I'll be a little disappointed if all I got was a duplicate of him, but that may be exactly where this is going. It is exactly where it's going. Hooray! So, there we go. That's how the gacha works. You'll notice I have no tickets, but as like new player festivities and stuff, there's lots of new things to get. I'm just banking these for now because I have a damage dealer. I don't need to go for another damage dealer. You have your own account level that you raise up, much like Genshin Impact. There's different things that you can work on unlocking. This is the character. It's going to be the 4th person in my party because she's a healer, and healers are much more important in this game. You can actually try out character here. So like if you want to see what the damage dealer looks like. Extraordinary and single target damage. So we can do, for instance, When she defeats an enemy, she gains an extra turn. Now we all have like elements here, like March the
You have
7th,
the worst luck running into me.
which is her name, because she doesn't remember her name. She's ice. But since we are all in the future,
What a headache.
that Seele here, or Seal as I've seen many people call, and I've had myself get corrected multiple times playing Star Sector.
So
She,
you are afraid of me.
Yep, she is what is called antimatter element. So we're gonna go ahead and do
I'll
her.
free you from your chains.
I'm gonna just do this.
Disappear among the sea of butterflies. Illusions of the past. Let me end your misery.
Now the voice acting after Seele defeats an enemy, she'll gain an extra turn. As we said, we're gonna speed this up a little bit because things actually do go. You don't have to just watch things at regular speed all the time.
Tough luck running into me.
Alright, we'll just break this person. Like I said,
You are afraid.
a bunch of this combat is trying to counter people and get your
I'll end your
breaks up.
misery.
But otherwise, fairly straightforward. We'll just shield somebody because we can, and then one more.
I'll free you from your chains. Disappear among the sea of butterflies. Illusions of the past.
See, voice acting, it changes a little bit when you go speed up versus slow down. That's fine. But we do get rewards, which is, once again, something very familiar from Genshin Impact. After we get Trailblaze level 21, or account level 21, we can get her. I already have a copy of her. She is not my favorite. But she does exist, and hey, they do throw freebies at you, and maybe I just suck, and things don't work as well. Okay, on the dusty floor in the room of a quiet corner of the social side, a card can be seen glimmering faintly. Special access is vaguely distinguishable from other cards. The corners are chipped with writings or worn out. It's unclear if it works. When the light is at a certain angle, the words "Thousand Stars" can be vaguely printed. So we've got this item. So a mysterious card that accesses an unknown facility. Obviously, this card is extremely valuable, but it was discarded like trash when someone lost interest. Sounds like something Herta would do. Alright. So, like I said, that's kind of what this game looks like, how it functions, what it does. So, you get a little bit of combat. Let's do a little bit of world exploration. Like I said, the voice acting in this game, much like Genshin Impact, very good. Translation, very
Don't worry,
good.
Mr. Svarog. We'll be safe here.
Mr. Svarog is her giant robot protector. So we're... The story at this point is that we are at this place, bad things are happening. This is the last bastion of humanity for this planet, and that's some big temple to whatever god they were previously, like, supporting. Not technically god,
Wow,
but that's
look
what
at
it
the
is.
carved ice. It feels perfect for this city somehow.
Whatever it's made of, it can't be ice.
I guess you're right. It's actually pretty warm in the city. Hey, what's with all the children over there? Should we go and take a look?
Now we can attack, but we can't actually, like, hurt things.
So let me introduce myself. I'm the intelligence officer for the Silvermane Guards, and a temporary guide for the A Journey Through Belobog's history program. My name is Pelageya Sergeyevna, but you can call me Pela.
Yes, Miss Pela.
So, unlike Genshin Impact, you have lots of different
Okay,
options
guys,
here.
Take a look over here. This is Everwinter Monument.
And unlike
It was erected to commemorate the mighty architects.
And unlike Genshin Impact, characters will react to you giving different dialogue options instead of just every dialogue option going to the same. You also have auto text here if you want to do that.
Are followers of the Aeon Klapath. It was they that foresaw crisis, built up our walls, and established Belobog, preserving the spark of human civilization. Even today, they are still tending to the city. Everwinter Monument is made up of two parts. A gear that symbolizes knowledge and industrial strength, and huge ice crystals that symbolize the eternal freeze. These two symbols are bound together. the gear restricting the ice. It represents the unyielding spirit of the architects in the face of nature's barbarity. Any questions?
Hey kids, any questions? You live in a terrible ice-locked prison in one little city that's, How does the space train end up here? Well, allegedly they're following the path of something and they got stuck.
Workshop. Hey, didn't Japard say there'd be a show here?
Oh, I'm a little
He
scared
said
of
you can
this.
sometimes catch an outdoor performance. Sometimes being the operative word.
Ah, darn. I wanted to see one. Oh, I'd been wondering. You see that heater over there? Why do they keep it outdoors? This city is so weird. Normally you'd want a heater inside a building, right?
So, options here. And there is more voice acting for the main character.
Just seem like a waste of energy.
But at the same time,
Maybe this is how the architects repel the eternal freeze.
Tiny heaters are no use against the Stellaron disaster.
You guys sure have a lot to say about that broken heater.
Oh, wow, she's cool.
Yep, touch it and find out. Ice cold. I was just about to fix it up. I forgot to introduce myself. The name's Serval. I'm the owner of this workshop. If you got any broken equipment lying around, you can always come find me, though I can't guarantee I'll be interested in fixing it.
Oh, we're okay. I was just curious about the heater.
Curious? About the heater? It's just a standard geomarrow radiator. You can find them anywhere in the administrative district.
so here's two options here, because like I was saying before, part of the story is that we took a space train and now we're stuck around this planet and have to figure out how to get out.
Only just got here?
And see, people aren't used to outsiders here.
Ah, I figured it out. I heard a loudmouth guard say that a group of outsiders had met with Cocolia. You must be them? What an honor. Where are my manners? We can talk about heaters all day if you like. Let's have a chat.
Oh, I didn't touch the heater. More importantly, you know what, we'll go outside real quick. One thing that people have realized about this game very quickly is that people love trash cans. You can look in trash cans everywhere and there's all kinds of treasure. This heater is full of determination.
The heater you saw is just a standard geomarrow radiator. They may not look like much, but they're a real lifeline to the people. The blizzards here are brutal. If we didn't have a reliable way of keeping warm, Belobog would long since have become a dead city, both above and below the surface.
Now see, that's the first time the game's tipped its hand, other than looking at the map screen, that there is a city below the city. So let's ask about that first.
You didn't know? Belobog is structured like two big connected disks. The overworld is responsible for administration and trade, while the underworld is responsible for energy supply and resource extraction. However, due to an order that was given many years ago, nobody has moved between the overworld and the underworld in a long time.
Well, that's a problem.
I shouldn't be talking about this. Pretend I never said anything. It's an ore, a special energy resource. Whether it's keeping the city warm or keeping our counters ticking, everything runs on geomarrow. Geomarrow grows beneath the surface of the planet, and specialist underworld mining teams are there to extract it. Transport lines shuttle it up to the surface. In the overworld, we use the same lines to ship surface goods and aid down to the underworld. Isn't it just like cooking food over an open flame? If the house is a pot, then the heater is the stove it rests on.
When she puts it like that, it actually starts to make sense.
No sweat. This is your first time in Belobog. I just want you to feel some of the warmth the city has to offer. Hey, seeing as there's nothing on your plate just now, want to help me fix up this machine? Just a bit of manual labor. You might find it interesting. Great. Then let me give you a demonstration first.
Alright, before we do that, I don't know if I can actually pull up the area map here. There we go. So yeah, this is... If you know where to click in the menu, and I went into this pretty much like in the dark, so I didn't know what was coming here. Yeah, you can get a little preview and be like, hey, there's an overcity and an undercity. In enough fantasy and sci-fi settings, you know that works out really well. Alright. Let's just repair. And look, just like Genshin Impact, lots of little mini games. Okay. I probably should have read the instructions better, but all we want to do is make the circuit, right? Something I'm actually good at. Okay. Oh, okay, so that's a video recorder. Nice. An old VCR machine. You don't dare imagine what it might show you. That's probably for the best.
Nice. You guys are pretty handy. You picked that up in no time. Want to be my assistants? Average pay, but I'm a good boss.
Yes, Gus. Thank you for trying to attack me.
Do you just say yes to everything?
Ah! Nice.
I was only kidding. Just a joke. Well, I'd better carry on here. Why not have a better look around? My workshop will always be open to you. And your wallets, of course.
See, it's nice when the game takes a rib at people for doing, like, basic JRPG things like, you're just saying yes to everything all the time. Yeah, I saw something about a toolbox over here. Okay. Oh, apparently the cabinet's in the middle, like a good actual workshop. Alright. Yeah, we do have this map over here as well. And this is the first, like, big city that you get. The game actually does start you off in a space station. Like, I can just... There's not too much to see here, so we'll just pop over here just so that y'all can see it. I mean, technically our train's stuck, but we can still...
Svarog. We'll be safe here.
We can still transport around. She's also one of the head assistants, researchers of the space station. But, like, unlike Genshin Impact, this is very actual sci-fi, futuristic stuff. So we don't have, just like, okay, everything magicking away. Although there is some of that, too. It's, very science-y. I've heard comparisons to other gachas that probably fit pretty well. I have no idea what this is. For some reason, they form an image that seems clearly a profound meaning. You were sure you saw a red sun descending into the snowy mountains, and a girl in a robe falling under the tip of a sword. You might have even heard someone softly laughing. Everything is real. It's not your imagination. Let's touch the bubble. You extend your arm and your fingertip stops extremely close. Nothing happens. Perhaps you should ask for more information about this. Okay. But yeah, I think if we're just looking here and we got another minute. We got a few minutes. I didn't want to make this video super long, but just to kind of give you all an idea of what this game looks like, because like I said, it's very Genshin Impact-y, but at the same time,
Can you see the stars from here too?
it's very much its own thing too. Well, obviously, as it ends up being a turn-based JRPG, that definitely means that the combat's different. But look, basic treasure sitting out here.
This already?
Maybe. Look, trash can! Trash can, not in a remarkable way. I can't actually search it. You've been staring at it for a while, but it's just an ordinary trash can. What do you want to do? Try to hold back the urge to open it. But it has a little light on it. As you continue staring at the trash cans, they seem to turn before your very eyes. The edges are no longer rusty and the dents are smoothed over. From under the limb comes a faint golden glow, sweet and alluring. For a moment, the trash can turns into a treasure chest. And it's happening again. You take a deep breath and open the lid. It's empty. Wait, you reach deeper into the trash can. There's a piece of iron scrap in the bottom. Your hard work has paid off. You finally found the treasure. You look back at your companions and see their complicated expressions. You don't need to explain. I get it. The urge is just too great for you to resist. There's no turning back once you walk down this path, so we got one trash can. Avatar obtained from completing 5 hidden missions here. Guys who can laugh at themselves usually have plenty of friends. Wait, who are you cursing out? So, Trash. We literally got trash. Can I look at it one more time? You may have noticed that, yes, there's an unbelievable number of trash cans in the city. Somebody did once propose to reduce the overall number or to initiate some kind of garbage tax policy, but it only increased the amount of garbage on the street. Now people in the city have come to a consensus that trash cans are Bog's other business card. Oh, the shiny went away. Alright, and I have a feeling we're going to get some combat here in a second.
That's the alley that Japard mentioned. The one contaminated by the fragmentum, right?
And Japard is the
Can't believe
other
how close
character.
it is to the city center.
Is the other 5-star
They
character
hadn't
that I got.
identified it. I bet all the shops and hotels in the vicinity would have had to close down by now.
Move back. This is your final warning.
But my proof of property is inside. I don't have any.
The fragmentum has already corroded this block. You can make a property retrieval request to the architects, but only Silvermane guards are permitted to enter here.
I can't believe fragmentum corrosion has spread into the city. No wonder there are so many soldiers stationed there.
So, yeah.
No. As long as the Stellaron is active, the corrosion will continue to spread. The soldiers can only periodically clear the fragmentum of monsters. But the monsters will continue to emerge and multiply.
Please try to understand, sir. Backwater Pass has become very dangerous. We're just here for your safety.
If I can't get my proof of property, it doesn't matter how safe I am. Out of my way! Let me pass!
Oh, there's another trash can! Do we do trash can impact? Oh. Oh, you smell a strong stench, almost as if there is some strange twisted dark purple aura surrounding it. Protesting in no uncertain terms, no living entities permitted. But be that as it may, are you going to open it? Open it with your astonished companions. Look on. You hold your breath and proceed towards it like the can, like a soldier charging in the hail of bullets. Wait, why are you so interested in rooting through every trash can in the city? What do you have to gain? Charge! You decide to open the lid of the trash can with a determined mind. At your first glance, you saw that strange, stinky thing. Suddenly, like an old monk sitting in a concentrated introspection, you reach out and grab it. However, you fail to reach enlightenment given that your companions just ran for cover holding their noses. Oh, nice. And we got more trash. That is the ultimate reward. So, we can't actually get in here right now. And I will say real quick that, I do have another 5-star character here, and obviously we have our, starter character too. The reason that I'm not running both 5-star characters is because of a synergy issue where he wants to constantly be attacked because he is a tank with a giant anime sword, and she wants to constantly be attacked because, as you saw, every time she attacked, her big robot friend does a counterattack, and March the 7th shield actually does make other targets more likely to be attacked. At least that's my understanding, but yeah, we're gonna skip that trash can for the sake of time. Also, it's really nice that we can just run around and not have any stamina issues.
So tired.
Okay.
I just want to put my head on a pillow and drift off.
Well, let's see what this does. Because if we can't go exploring too much more, it's fine.
What a beautiful lobby. It's gonna be soft mattresses and cushiony pillows tonight. Wanna have a pillow fight later? Huh? I bet they're stuffed with goose feathers.
March. Earlier in Klipoth Fort.
Stop, I know what you're gonna say. March, you said too much back there. March, you shouldn't reveal our goal to people we don't trust. Meanwhile, you guys were beating around the bush and speaking in riddles. But check it out. Seems like we landed with a pretty sweet deal, right? We get the royal treatment, rooms in a beautiful hotel, and the full support of the locals. As far as trailblazing goes, this is smooth as heck.
That's not what I was going to say.
All right, spit it out then.
Earlier in Klipoth Fort, were you paying attention to the Supreme Guardian?
Yeah, of course. This isn't my first expedition, you know. My powers of perception are sharper than the sharpest blade.
By the way, you do get little footnotes, or I guess they're head notes or top notes, whatever you call them, above text sometimes. So the person that's in charge here, not exactly trustworthy, in a very cartoon villain style. After you talk to her, she turns around and has some shadow voice talking to her.
Something up with her. She seemed normal to me. She was kinda harsh at first, but she turned out to be a nice, reasonable lady. Although, it felt like she was looking through me. As in, I know she was speaking to us, but it seemed like her gaze was fixed on something far away.
I had a similar feeling. Almost as if we weren't the only people in the room.
Do you have to put it like that? That's scary.
Okay, must have been an invisible man, must have been a guard. You guys are overthinking things. I'm just gonna say that.
It's possible.
Perhaps I'm too sensitive. She did promise to help us. I just hope she keeps her word.
Once again, really nice that the people react to your dialogue in this game instead of Genshin Impact where they'll just keep having their conversation and you're just kind of there.
Let's get some rest. We need to save our energy for the discussions tomorrow.
So I have a feeling that this is all a trap. But see, we're here in the hotel.
100% true.
But yeah, like I said, it's a very pretty game. It's definitely something where obviously there's a gacha system that people can whale and pour a bunch of money into, but Hoyoverse or whatever they're called now, at least they take that money and invest it back into something that looks good and plays good like this. Now, whether the JRPG stuff holds up, it's hard to say. I can see where stuff possibly will get a little bit like samey or repetitive.
Is there anything left to do? We're meeting the Guardian tomorrow. There won't be any time for sightseeing.
But at the same time, there is an auto battle function to at least get through some stuff, and the whole juggling of elements and trying to break things is definitely a different play on stuff versus just in Genshin Impact where you're spamming between characters, not really caring about who you're fighting all the time. So let's go.
It was a long day today.
Let's go to bed.
All I need is a hot shower and a good night's sleep.
Yeah, I've got a bad feeling, but I'm gonna say no. Let's say I've got a bad
Well,
feeling.
don't talk about it then.
There we go.
Let's get to bed early and save our energy. I sense the next few days could be tiring.
Well, I'm off to my room then. Express lights off.
All right, so here we are, hotel room. And there are lots of things in the inventory to read. I'll get around to reading them later. There's a closet over here. Without a doubt, what's in front of you is a closet. It is, based on all signals coming from your sensory organs, a perfect closet. Design capacity to tactility, build quality, and scent. No matter how you look at it, you can't possibly think of a better closet. Wait a minute. Scent? How is scent a measurement of how good a closet is? It doesn't matter. It smells good, and it's not an odor typical of sandalwood or any other natural materials. Rather, it's miraculously cleansing scent that's completely artificial. A marvel of chemical engineering it is, so alluring that all you want to do is get into the closet and let your whole body soak in its scent. Okay, so my character is in the closet. Yes, you're about to go in. Left foot, right foot, turn around, take a deep breath. Darn it, why a deep breath and you want to sneeze, but manage to suppress it, stand firm, and then... Now we are a South Park episode and we are trapped in the closet. You've now merged the universe's most perfect closet as one single entity. But honestly, your mood is far from reaching the state of excitement. Perhaps you need more time to comprehend the subtle wonder in all this is. This place might seem a little too dark for you. Guess you'll eventually get used to it, right? Okay, Dark Knight gifted me his smell of dark eyes. Ha! That's the spirit. Give it more time. Adapt to the dark environment. Trust yourself. Just wait a little longer. Something more interesting in this pitch darkness will occur. It's guaranteed to be the real deal. Wait, did you hear that? The sound is closing in. Click, click. The real deal is coming. That's exactly right. Just think about it. Now take a guess. Whose footstep is it? It's, the hotel that... It's probably just room service. Go wild. Use your imagination. Oh, well. No, that's not room service. That's the Goth Hotel's resident devil. It hibernates in dirty, unattended small attics, specifically feeding on innocent and vulnerable outsiders. They picked the wrong opponent to mess with this time. After all, you are a universally renowned trailblazer. The guardian deity of Herta Space Station, the doomsday beasts doom, and yeah, today is your day to purge evil for the greater good. It doesn't seem to be dark in the closet. The light of valor illuminates your surroundings. Wow. Room service, is anyone there? Ha! There it is. All hotel devils love to disguise themselves as room service. Such a cliche. You won't be easily fooled by it. Your mind is stronger than those city walls built by Kilpath. You are prepared. I'm gonna come in now, okay? See, room service, real life, they'll just skip out. Okay. So either bang the closet's door slams open or die, you hotel devils. Well, if we're in for a penny, in for a pound. Ah, what the heck? You won. The hotel devil is now banished and this land is now purified. The devil did seem to leave something behind. And we're going to take it as a reward. So, we got praise of high morals. Apparently. For, hiding in a closet. Now it's time for bed. That just means that we've been up too long. Kokoli is the person that we talked to.
Who are you? What are you?
We are allies. Allies of the guardians in generations.
What do you want?
To rebuild. It's time for a time. To help you achieve your wish.
Alright, investigate the commotion outside the hotel. This will be the last thing we do. Because like I said, I don't want this to run too long.
Hey, did you hear that?
There's a group of Silvermane guards at the entrance. And I don't think they're here to say hi.
Don't tell me we got double-crossed.
This is our escort. It's less friendly than I was expecting.
Okay. Maybe they're not here to escort us?
I guess we'll have to find...
Let's go and meet them. We won't know until we're down there.
Hey, Commander Bronya is waiting for you all down below. Hurry up and go see her. And no tricks.
Are we in a lot of trouble?
Okay, so look at all these guards. There's another trash can here. Can we... Oh, it's a mailbox. 2 envelopes being kept in delicate balance. Touching either one will condemn the other to be swallowed by the pitch's black maw. We're just going to leave them be for now. Alright. So, guards down here. Bronya, by the way, not only the strongest 5-star you can get so far, and is a very good buffer, she's also the daughter of the person who is in charge here.
You were there at the fort. I am Bronya Rand, acting commander of the Silvermane Guards. In the name of the Amber Lord in the Highest, and under order of Supreme Guardian Kokolia Rand, I hereby arrest the suspected infiltrators under the charge of plotting to incite rebellion. As agent of the Supreme Guardian, I herewith temporarily strip you of your freedom of action and speech. When you are tried by the adjudication panel, you will be given the opportunity to defend yourselves against the accusations.
Oh good, I hope this is like Chrono Trigger where they accuse me of digging through trash.
Resistance will prove futile. You must come with me.
Wait a minute. This isn't what we agreed. She said we were going to be escorted to discuss an urgent matter.
This is an orchestrated betrayal, obviously.
Looks like we've been downgraded to accomplices. Again. It seems like it's every third planet this happens.
That's because you always act without thinking. You never have a plan.
Hey, I'm improving. I'm coming up with a plan right now. And... got one! Down the alley.
The one that's been sealed off. It's possible. March. Be ready to make an escape.
Huh? Really? I just wanted to say something.
3 of a kind.
Shh! It's an old Astral Express escape signal. Do you play cards?
2 pair?
Hey, what are you whispering? Let's get going.
Ace!
Hey!
Oh yeah, your main character has a club. I forgot about that. Like, all the weapons you can have and it's literally a club.
charged straight in.
Escaping into a fragmentum. I don't know if they're overconfident or just eager for death. It would seem that Mother's judgment was correct.
Should we report them as missing or deceased?
The Supreme Guardian's order was to arrest them. We cannot abandon our pursuit just because they fled into a sealed-off area. I must ascertain their fate with my own eyes.
Okay, girls wearing Fabergé eggs on your ears.
Yes, ma'am.
Eradicate all threats to Belobog's security. That is what I must do.
Also, her and her mom don't really get along very well. So I imagine we're going to get some more story here.
See? They weren't brave enough to follow us. Freedom! Serves them right. Better luck next time, slowpokes. It was a team effort.
We caught them by surprise. Nothing more. They'll be in pursuit soon enough. Let's follow the path. We need to guarantee our own safety before making any further plans.
Alright, so here we go, and we actually have another little place that we can teleport into. So there are different areas. We probably aren't allowed to teleport right now for story reasons. These crystals, you may have seen them on the space station we were wandering around before. Maybe, maybe not. Those mean bad stuff is infecting the area. So that's that old thing. But anyway, that's Honkai Star Rail in a nutshell. It's a good game. I'm enjoying it so far, but it's also something that I'm not planning on like doing a series or anything for. It's just something that I'm going to be taking at my own pace and trying not to burn myself out with. So I think what that means ultimately is that it's free to play if you want to try it out yourself. It definitely has a lot of production values, and that's a positive. And it's something where you don't have to spend a dime. You can just pick it up and like dive right on in. So thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. If you've played this game at all, definitely leave your thoughts in the comments. We may revisit it a few months down the line just to kind of see where things are versus where they start. But considering I've been playing Genshin Impact off and on, but still enjoying it pretty well on the same sort of don't take it too seriously path for a few years now, I think Honkai Star Rail may kind of have that it factor that keeps me coming back. So that's all you really want in a game sometimes, especially a free-to-play one like this. So thanks for watching. You all take care. See you next time.
Mr. Svarog!